Hey guys, I'm Janice. Welcome to Sharp Cookie. Today we're doing a little bit of an experiment. Yes, this is totally just for fun and not for science, and it means nothing. It is just my own curiosity and your curiosity because I was wondering the other day what score would ChatGPT get on an IQ test? What kinds of answers would it get right? What types of answers would confuse it? Would it score higher than me? All of these questions were kind of going through my mind, and I thought, well, let me make a video and let's find out together what score ChatGPT would get on an IQ test. Obviously, I can't use any IQ tests that have photos, and a lot of them do. By that, I mean like any sort of pictorial diagram. So I needed to find something that was only words and numbers so that ChatGPT could engage with it and respond. And I did that. And I'll tell you about the test that I found that we're going to be using. This is from iqtest.com. I just did a Google search for a free test, and this is what I came up with. The best part is it's all true and false answers. So we know ChatGPT can engage with it, and there's no images that need to be understood. Before this video, I also took it to get my score so that we can compare. And we're also going to look at ChatGPT's answers. It's going to give reasoning, so I'm curious to see what its reasoning is. All right, let's get started. It is timed, so I'm going to do the whole copying and pasting thing first, pretty quickly, and then we're going to go into analyzing the answers. Okay, so let's click take the test. Click here to test your IQ. Okay, we have the instructions. You must work mentally. Okay, so I should tell ChatGPT they can't use a paper or calculator. I wonder what they would say. Actually, let's do this. This is going to be fun. Okay, that's a fair answer. I kind of like that. Okay, great. You can't use a pencil or paper or a calculator. Perfect. Okay, I think it understands the instructions. It understands it's not human. That's good. Okay. Please answer true or false to each statement. Provide your reasoning. Okay. Great. So far, so good. I think it understands the instructions, which may be beating some humans, I think. Here we go. I'm just going to copy and paste this. And I might speed through this part of the video since it's just going to be a lot of copying and pasting. All right, ChatGPT finished our 38 question IQ test, and now is the time where you go in the comment section and you write down what you think ChatGPT scored on the IQ test. Also, let me know what you think I scored and if ChatGPT scored higher than me. I'm not going to make you wait in suspense any longer. We're going to first see ChatGPT's score, and then we're going to go question by question and look at ChatGPT's reasoning. Some of them made sense and were correct as I was kind of doing it really quickly, and other ones I was like, what on earth where did it come up with this? All right, so let's do it. So name on the certificate, so ChatGPT is getting a certificate, which I'm sure it's very excited about. Okay, and I'm going to put in the email, hellosharpcookie@gmail.com. And if you need tutoring, I do that so you can email me if you need tutoring. I do math and SAT, ACT, helping out with papers, all kinds of stuff. You will receive a graph. Oh, they want extra money, of course. What happens when I click this? Oh, yeah, it wants more money. Okay, we just want the score here. And drum roll. Wow, 77. I'm going to be honest. I did not think it was going to be so low. I thought it would have done a little bit better. I didn't think it was going to beat me. I'm going to be honest. I don't think it could beat most humans, but 77, that's not good. That is not good. All right, let's go question by question and see where ChatGPT fell a little bit short. All right, let's start at the top here. There's 38. Okay, question 1. The word mineral can be spelled using only the letters found in the word parliament. Now, this should be true, so I'm wondering why it said false. The word mineral contains the letter I, which is not present in the word parliament. What? And then it spells out parliament with an I in it. So strange, guys. Like, if you're an expert on this AI stuff, can you comment and let me know why it doesn't, it just says I is not in the word parliament, and then it writes out the word parliament with an I. Like, why? I don't understand. Okay. Okay, so I can see why it would get this one wrong. This is the type of question that I thought, okay, a human needs to answer this type of question. Triangle, glove, clock, bicycle corresponds to 3, 5, 12, and 2. So a human would get that a triangle has 3 corners, and also think about how a glove has 5 fingers, a clock has 12 numbers, and a bicycle has 2 wheels. But I wouldn't expect an AI engine to get that one. So I can understand why ChatGPT got that one wrong. Okay, 27 minutes past 7 o'clock is before 7 o'clock is 33 minutes past 5 o'clock. This one ChatGPT got right, so that's great. Point for ChatGPT. Point. The word because can be spelled by using the first letter of the words in the following sentence. Big elephants can always understand small elephants. True. Okay, got that one. Point for ChatGPT. If written backwards, the number 1125 would be written 5211. Okay, so ChatGPT missed this one. It would be 5,2101. Huh. I do not understand ChatGPT's logic on this. I'm going to be honest. I don't get it. I don't get the explanation at all. Gary has only $48. If he borrows $57 from Jane and $15 from Jill, he can buy a bicycle that costs $120. Okay, 48, 57 plus 15. Okay, ChatGPT, point for ChatGPT. If a round analog clock featuring 1 to 12 is hung on the wall upside down, the minute hand will point to the right of the viewer when the clock reads 2:45. Okay, now I got it. This one was hard for me. So 2:45, and then we put it upside down. Okay, so that one to me is true, but ChatGPT thinks it's false. Yeah, I don't understand his logic here either. The relative position of the clock hands will remain the same, but they won't. Okay, if you understand what ChatGPT's reasoning is, I think I do. But I don't, because it's not human reasoning. So confusing. If the word queen is understood to mean the same as the word den, then the following sentence is grammatically correct. Looking out from my queen, I could see a wolf enter queen. Okay. So ChatGPT's right on this, but the reasoning is a little off. Because we don't have an article here in front of queen, which we really need an article. So it tried. It got it right. So it's kind of like half a point because it's right, because it's true false, but it didn't know why it was right. Okay. If Richard looks into a mirror and touches his left ear with his right hand, Richard's image seems to touch his right ear with his left hand. Okay, good job, ChatGPT. If you leave the letters in the same order but rearrange the spaces in the phrase them eats on, it can be read as theme at sun. If you leave the letters in the same order. Okay, theme at sun. That would be true. ChatGPT doesn't think so. Let's see why. What does that makes no sense. I don't think it understood the directions. ChatGPT does not understand the directions on that one. Just doesn't make sense. I think some of these maybe ChatGPT could get if I tried like correcting it or explaining the question in a different way. That would be a fun experiment, but not right now. So actually we could. I don't even know what I would say. Each of the words auctioned, education, and cautioned uses the same letters. Okay, here's the breakdown. Auctioned, ACTIONED. So this is what's confusing. It's almost like it does everything right, but then the conclusion is wrong. Like, why is that? Why is that? That's what I want to know. Because it broke it down. It even like put all the letters in alphabetical order to make it really easy. And then it's just wrong. It's just wrong. I don't know. Okay, usually with these math problems, this is where ChatGPT shines, okay? These math problems.
It's my moment.
John weighs 85 pounds. Jeff weighs 105 pounds. Jake weighs 115 pounds. Two of them standing together on the same scale could weigh 200 pounds. Yes. So if Jake and John, yeah, Jake and John. So point for ChatGPT. They got the answer correct and their reasoning was correct. So that's always great. Sometimes they're, yeah. Anyway, the seventh vowel appearing in this sentence is the letter A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to say false. It says there's no instances of the letter A in the sentence. This is another one where, yeah, I got it right by chance because its reasoning makes no sense at all. 9 chickens, 2 dogs, 3 cats have a total of 40 legs. This one it did perfectly. Perfect. Great job. It likes the math word problems. Huh. Unlike some humans. I bet a lot of you at home are like, I hate the problems that ChatGPT can do. But like the clock, give me a clock any day. I can read numbers on a clock. 16 hours are to one day, as 20 days are to June's length. So this one, I'm not even going to look at the reasoning yet, and I'm going to guess that this would be very hard for ChatGPT to figure out this association. Like 20 days are 2/3 of June's length. So, I don't know. I don't think ChatGPT could get this. It's true, and I guess false, but let's see why. Yeah, the comparison between hours and days does not align between days and the length of June. Okay, so this is exactly what I thought ChatGPT would get wrong, and the reasoning and all of that makes sense to me of why ChatGPT thought that was false. So that's straight in line. But some of these other ones, I'm just confused. Like the letter I does not appear in this word. Like, why? In the English alphabet, there are exactly 4 letters between the letter M and the letter G. Okay, L, M, N. The letters between M and G, okay, are not those letters. Did whoever designed this not give them the alphabet? Did they not tell ChatGPT what our alphabet is? Why is it getting confused by this problem? Huh. I wonder. What if okay, I have a question. Is it getting confused because they put the M before the G? Maybe that's confusing it. I'm going to put, and I'm sure the test makers did that on purpose, but let's just see if ChatGPT would get that right. Now, why did it? Okay, it did better, but it forgot L. Aren't you forgetting L? This is wild to me. At least it's like very humble. It's a very humble AI engine. Apologies. So weird, man. So weird. Okay. Tat is written tan, then the word SAT is formed diagonally. True. Wow. A plus. A plus for ChatGPT. They even drew like a little picture. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. By removing 7 letters from the word motherhood, the word home can be formed. No, because the word motherhood has 10 letters, so that's a no. Okay, great. A plus for ChatGPT. If a thumb is a finger, then 3 gloves and 3 shoes normally hold 35 fingers and toes. So 3 gloves, what is that? 15. 3 shoes, 15. Okay, so that's false. 3 shoes would normally hold 18 toes? What? It just said why? Okay, it understands how many fingers are in a glove. But why 3 shoes would hold 18 toes? Why? Why is that? Why does it think that? This is so weird. Okay, guys, for everybody at home using ChatGPT to like solve your tests and stuff, like just don't. Like that's a really really bad idea. This is not hopeful to me for cheating. If you're a cheater and you're like, "Yeah, I'm going to game the system." This is not ready. This a 70 IQ on a test is not good. This is it doesn't know the alphabet. It thinks there's like 18 toes. 18 toes on 3 fingers. Three I can't even talk. 18 toes and 3 shoes. Not good. No bueno. No bueno. Okay. All right, next problem. The words every, how, hand, ever can form common compound words using respectively one ever, finger, more. Okay, so there's no such thing as a hand finger, so that's false. And ChatGPT said false. But this is like my favorite part. It said every and one is not a compound word. However, is not. Hand finger is a word, but it's not a commonly used word. I've never heard of a hand finger. And evermore. So that was interesting. The only one that wasn't a real word had said it was a real word. I don't get it. Monday is the first day of the month. The very next Saturday is the 5th of the month. So Tuesday would be the 2nd, Wednesday is the 3rd, Thursday is the 4th, Friday would be the 5th. So this would be false. Here's the weirdest thing. It even wrote, this is what is so strange to me. It like calculates everything leading up to the answer and then it gives the wrong answer. So it clearly says here, Friday is the 5th day, Saturday is the 6th day. And then it was like, therefore, the 5th is Saturday. That's so strange. Like, what is going on with this engine? 3 of the following numbers add up to 31. True. 17, 3, and 11 is 31. Well, 17, 3, and 11 is 31, but why? There's no 11 in the list. I don't... Oh my God, this is so strange to me. How did it get an 11? It's almost like it's just in another world, and I guess it is. Fred will be 4 blocks from his starting place if he travels 2 blocks north. Okay, then 3 blocks east, then 2 blocks south. Okay. 2 blocks north, 3 blocks east, 2 blocks south. He'll be 3 blocks because he basically goes north and then south. So 3 blocks. So it is false, but again, he's saying he hasn't moved at all, but actually he isn't going to be back at his starting place. So I don't get that explanation either. That doesn't make any sense, ChatGPT. I'm sorry. The following words are the opposites of words that begin with the letter R. Unreal, okay, the opposite would be real. I guess that works. Street, grasp, unwind, wrong. Okay, wrong, right. What is the opposite of street? Does that have an opposite? Am I missing something? Can you let me know in the comments what the opposite of street is? I tend to agree with ChatGPT with the false because I didn't even know street had an opposite. Maybe I missed that in elementary school when we learned opposites. Okay, the following. Disregarding punctuation is spelled the same forwards as it is backwards. Okay, so Todd erases a red dot. Yeah, true. Okay, see that one it got. But remember we had that other space problem earlier? And ChatGPT was really confused. It did not get it. Okay, the letters of the word sponged appear in reverse alphabetical order. Okay, A, B, C, D, E, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S. So that would be true. But ChatGPT disagrees. In reverse alphabetical order. Yeah, I think it just didn't understand that question. These numbers are read backwards as this. So 5, 1, 8, 4, 2, 7, 3. True. But again, we disagree on this. The correct order would be 5, 1, 8, 4, 7, 3, 7, but it flip-flopped the 4 and the 2. Who knows? I'm just confused. I'm going to be honest, it's doing way, way worse than I thought it was going to. Because these aren't difficult problems. I think where a lot of the IQ comes for this test is the speed and like how fast you can do it. Because it was saying the average time is like 13 minutes. But they're not actually like that difficult. The odd numbers in this group add up to an even number. So 15, 5, 13, 7, and 1. 15, 5, 13, 7, and 1. And its reasoning is actually correct, and it added it. It literally did everything correct. It got the correct answer, and the reasoning was correct. So, point for ChatGPT. Okay, so you would need 1, 2, 3, and then 4 would be the I. 5, 6, 7. So, yeah, you would need 7. But again, they said it was false. The word fin consists of 3 letters, and each letter would require at least 1 toothpick. Therefore, at least 3 toothpicks would be needed. True, but that doesn't answer the question, so I'm confused. This sentence has 35 letters. Okay, I'm not going to count them out, but it sounds like they figured this one out. I think. Maybe we should. Actually, let's count it out. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33. I got 33. I don't know. Maybe I did that too fast. Tell me what you got. Okay. A square whose sides measure 10 centimeters can completely fit inside of a regular hexagon whose sides each measure 10 centimeters. Okay, that would have to be true because the square is definitely going to be smaller than a bigger sided figure with the same length side. And we got a false here, so again, the reasoning is like, I think they're trying to go on the right track, and then the conclusion is always wrong. I think that's what I've learned. So maybe if you're like using this as a tool, some of the ideas here can be correct, but the conclusion that they get to is totally wrong. 6 identical triangles can be formed by drawing 2 straight lines through an octagon's center point. Okay, so an octagon we know has 8 sides. This doesn't seem true to me. Maybe I need to go like look up. No, how would that work? You would need 4 lines and you would get 8 triangles. So I'm going to say false on that one. That was my instinct, but I wanted to double check that one. The number 64 is the next logical number in the following sequence: 2, 6, 14, 30. Okay, it says double and add 2. So that would be 62. So great job. It seems to like these math ones. So I have to keep that in mind. ChatGPT is pretty good at math sequences. Robert is taller than John. Charlie is taller than Robert. Therefore, John is the shortest of the 3. So that one's true. We cannot conclude that Robert is taller than John. But it just said Robert is taller than John. So I'm going to skip the rest of that explanation. It makes no sense. The sum of all the odd numbers from 0 to 16 is an even number. So 0 to 16. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15. And then it added it up. Okay, so that one it did correctly and the reasoning was correct. So again, the ChatGPT is a rock star on these math problems. We're almost done, guys. If each of 7 persons in a group shakes hands with each of the other persons, then a total of 42 handshakes occur with the other 6 persons. Oh, this is one of those, yeah, where you have to do like 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. It's one of those situations. It's saying 42 will occur. So let's go back. I don't feel like doing this in my head right now, so we're just gonna do that. I got 28. See, this doesn't make any sense. Each handshake involves 2 individuals, so we need to multiply the number by 2. So that, no. It's still one handshake. So that is totally wrong. 3 congruent regular hexagons can be drawn in such a way that all of them overlap each other and create more than 6 distinct areas or compartments. So I'm thinking of this, like, it doesn't seem to matter that it's a hexagon. It could have just been, 3 circles. And can you draw them in a way that you get 6 compartments? Yeah, I think it's possible because you can have 2 overlap each other like this, like a Venn diagram, and then the other one. So I think it could work. I'm going to say yes. If a donut-shaped house has has 2 doors to the outside, 3 doors to the inner courtyard, then it's possible to end up back at your starting place by walking through all 5 doors of the house without ever walking through the same door twice. Okay, donut-shaped house. 2 doors to the outside, 3 doors to the inner courtyard. Okay, I'm visualizing it. To end up back at your starting place by walking through... Okay, so let's say you're starting outside. You walk through door 1. 2 takes you into the courtyard. 3 goes back in the house. No, that wouldn't work, because then... Don't think that would work. I'm going to have to draw this one out too. I don't think it'll work. But I could be wrong. Okay, so we have a donut. I kind of want to live in a donut house now. Okay, and how many doors? 2 doors to the outside. Okay. So this will be a door, and this will be a door, and then 3 on the inside. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm walking. I can go in here, go in there, go through there. Yeah, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. No, I was right. My instinct was right on that one. We're done. I didn't tell you what my score was. I scored really high on this one, which makes me feel like maybe it's not correct because I actually scored much higher than what I did on the Mensa IQ test. So if you haven't seen that video, I did a whole video about taking that test and what I scored. Yeah, on this one I was like 99th percentile, which is pretty crazy. I want you guys to take this test at home and tell me what you scored because I think that's insane. I don't think I'm that percentile on IQ. So maybe I got lucky on some guesses or I just went really fast or this was my forte, which could be because the Mensa IQ test was a lot of images and that's definitely not my strong point. I like the math and I like verbal, so who knows? Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, watch all the other things, do all the YouTube stuff, and hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.